Yo, what is up, guys? Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make songs like the band Men I Trust. Now, who is Men I Trust? Men I Trust is a Canadian band consisting of Jesse Caron on bass and guitar, Dragos Sharek on keyboard, and Emmanuel Prue on guitar and vocals. Together they make this really dreamy indie rock music that just sounds wonderful. So, let's get into how to make a song like that. Before I start this video, I just want to say I have a new drum kit available with indie rock inspired drum sounds and loops. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description. Now let's get into this. Now I've covered some of the signature sounds in my video on how they made their song All Night. So if you want to go check that out for some additional tips, I suggest you do. But here is how I made this track. One of the defining characteristics of a Men I Trust song is the keys. So I used Analog Lab 5 to make this key sound. And that's just playing these 4 chords. On those keys, I have some chorus, a bit of reverb, and some EQ to cut the low end. I layered that synth with some Rhodes from Lounge Lizard. Sounds like this. And it just plays those same 4 chords, put a bit of reverb on it. Next thing is another synth sound that I used June 6V for. Here's how it sounds. And I put some reverb on that. And next is a very subtle effect, but I think it just adds a lot of character. I used Yuhi Repro 5, and I put some reverb on it. Here's how it sounds. Altogether, the synths and keys sound like this. Now, with the bass, I took a different approach than I usually do when I'm making a Men I Trust type song. Here's how it sounds. I just went with a very gritty approach rather than the muted and subdued approach, which I think works for this track. When you're making a song in a particular style, you shouldn't always be focused on trying to match that style exactly. You should be doing what sounds right for the track. So what I did on this bass, I used this Earthcry amp preset. What it has on it is this pedal, which adds a bit of distortion, some amp, adds a bit more distortion, and some compression. Next thing is some guitar. And for that I just played similar chords to the chords that I used on the keys. I used Guitar Rig 6 with the Twang Reverb amp, put some chorus with ensemble and flanger chorus, and I put some vintage reverb on it. And again, used EQ to cut the lows. Next thing is the drums, and for this I used more of a vintage drum sound. What you're looking for is a muted kick and snare sound that isn't too harsh, because this music is just really smooth sounding, and you don't want anything very harsh going on. So here's how the drums sound. And what you'll notice is I have a rhythm between a hi-hat and some tambourines, which just has a very nice movement to it, which gives the song some energy. And every so often I'll have a little bit of a fill to keep you interested. So, with all those parts, let's hear how it sounds. Alright guys, that was it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it, please subscribe. Please leave a comment on what type of video I should do next. And then I'll see you guys in the next one.